Bledsoe. I'm from Wheeling, West Virginia, 27 years old, professional boxer, mixed martial artist, fighter. Most of my life has been spent in juvenile facilities and in a prison system in West Virginia. I mean, in prison, regardless of who you are, at one point you're going to be tested.
Yeah.
So I got in fights. You fight for respect. You fight, you know, for weight on the weight pile. You fight for, you know, everything. I was down at Welch, West Virginia, at the bottom near Virginia, and I was hearing about my cousins, how they were doing it in the professional boxing and mixed martial arts, and I said, we grew up the same. And I was watching UFC on the TV while I was in prison, and I said, man, this looks like something I think I could do.
Offense off of the defensive move. Offense off of the defensive move. Don't follow it, Bruce. Stop it. Don't follow it. Ain't always got to be offense first. You can make offense off of the defensive move. Offense off of the defensive move. Don't follow it, Bruce. Stop it. Don't follow it.
Fighters always been in our family, you know what I mean? Starting from my dad, you know, people used to tell me he used to knock people out. So naturally it's gonna be passed down to E, and that's why he's good at what he do. You know what I mean? He knocked people out on the playground, stuff like that. You know what I mean? He got in trouble for it, but he learned his lesson, and he's putting his skills to use in the ring, in the cage.
I started building a foundation, lifting weights, since I knew I would be at a disadvantage skill-wise, and I started late. So I just built my foundation, and when I got out, my cousin said they got me. Now here we are.
5 more seconds, gonna take you to a skip green.
The weight cutting process taxes your body. I mean, you're draining yourself of water. Your body's mostly made up of water. You feel tired. You're dehydrating yourself just to make weight for that day, and then you're allowed to rehydrate. I like to replenish with fruits, try to get my carbs back, and salt, so I can start retaining water. I like to eat sushi and sashimi, tuna, salmon, maybe some mackerel. That's what I like when I go to fusion. The different little rolls, sushi. I try to keep it clean though. I don't try to get no deep fried stuff, or I try to stay away from the rolls with the sauces and stuff like that.
Got some tuna, salmon, yellowtail, assorted pieces of fish, lean protein, omega-3 fatty acids.
I've never missed weight. I'm a professional. I show up on weight, like that's my job. So I take that serious. I show up on weight. If I agree to that weight, I make it.
Today is a special day, man. I worked extra hard today. I can afford to treat myself a little bit. I just do it day by day. Depends on where my weight's at, how much work I'm putting. I'm my own nutritionist.
Before my fights, ideally, when I'm cutting weight, I like to get about 6 to 8 weeks notice, depending on if I'm dropping 145 or 155.
Tonight I'll probably a small piece of grilled chicken. Maybe a little chopped asparagus. Probably some cut broccoli.
Getting that work in, baby. This shit ain't over. I'm about to run these stairs. I'm about to go run like 3 miles.
Saturday.
This shit ain't over. Grind time, baby.
Some cicadas in a bag.
She got a whole bunch of
Why
them.
do you like those cicadas so much? All right, let me try one.
That's cannibalistic. I ain't eating that shit.
That ain't cannibalistic.
Bullshit. It's alive. It's got pus. It ain't cooked. It's got blood in it. Got shit in it. Bullshit.
Cicadas fresh out of the woods.
The hell.
There's no games being played in there, man. That's real. You can go in there and get your cap built, nigga. Like you can get your shit pushed back. Like this isn't no I'm gonna win round 1, 2, and 3. This is you're trying to hurt me. You're another highly trained professional trying to hurt me. So we're fighting. You know, this is not something that's gonna be decided by a judge. This is gonna be something one of us is walking out of here. You know, someone's not walking out the same way they came in. That's the way I look at it, like shit. You trying to hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you first. It's like hurting people because that's what I do. I don't need no motivation. I don't have to be mad at nobody to just want to get off on them, you know?
Coming out. Yep.
Knockout and submission, whatever works, whatever's easier. Preferably, I like to give the fans something exciting. I like to knock a nigga out. I'm not forcing it though. Before I went in, one focus just to knock somebody out, and then when it don't happen, I limit myself. So I'm gonna go out there and just let the fight play out. Wherever his weakest at. If he ain't got no hands, I'ma feed him some. Making somebody quit, breaking their will, that right there is just as satisfying as a knockout. You're breaking somebody up here, you make them quit. A knockout, it feels good too though. I'm not gonna lie. Knowing you put somebody out, that's a strong feeling, that's a powerful feeling. You can't deny the knockout, you can't argue with the knockout. I like standing and banging. I feel like if I hit anybody right, I can knock him out.
Gentlemen, sir, you ready? Sir, you ready? Come on, let's bang.
Round 1.
Something we didn't see from Bledsoe in the last fight.
Oh, good elevation. That was his back a bit to stand up. Yeah, he's very much turned.
Oh, caught him with a right hand there. Oh, caught him with another one.
Nabonanza threw that punch. Oh, good shot landed. A nice left hand.
Underway, we're scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Bledsoe with some big right hands.
Very slick off his back.
Something you see immediately here. His hips off the ground as Bledsoe looks to work.
Oh, high kick by Bledsoe. He may have hurt.
Bledsoe showing some thick leather. Great knee to the body.
Bledsoe all over Conahan.
Still looking for the finish on Zach Cook. He's got the head and arm choke locked in.
And
Zach Cook taps out.
We've never really seen Conahan's hands tested against the guy with. Oh, that was a clean knockout.
Wow.
Oh man, that was a clean knockout, and
Right
Conahan fell down
said that.
immediately.
A one-punch knockout. And Conahan
That was
is
nasty.
still out. Wow, his hand is seizing. Like
He hit the ground hard there too.
I mean, that
His
was...
head bounced off of the mat. That was
An
ugly. I
immediate-
hope Conahan is okay here.
We wish the best for Matt Conahan, absolutely. That was a hard right hand. Wow, a statement by Eric Bledsoe, now 4-0. And your new Pinnacle Fight Series lightweight champion.
I'll tell you what,
brutal knockout.
Yeah, that is a scary dude.
He likes the cage, and you know, doing that cage work, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Just one mistake you can be better than the other guy, but you just slip one time, and you know what I mean, you end up losing the fight. You know what I mean? Toward boxing, you got a chance to redeem yourself if you're a better fighter than the guy you're fighting.
I don't get nervous before fights. I trust my training, basically, and I guess from fighting growing up, my whole life, I've been fighting in front of crowds and at school, fighting in the lunchroom. I've been fighting on the streets, at parties. So it's something that through time, it's just, I don't get nervous anymore because I've done that walk so many times. Preparing for an MMA fight, you know, a lot of different skills you gotta practice. You gotta practice wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, and trying to balance a job in the oil and gas field, working 13 plus hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, it is tough. You gotta find time to sleep and to push your cardio and to practice all these different skill sets. Plus, I'm a father, so I gotta balance that with spending time with my children as well. It's definitely difficult, but if you want it, it's what you gotta do. My ultimate goal in fighting, why I do this is, I'm trying to create a legacy for myself, something that I'll be remembered for after I'm gone, something that my kids can aspire to, try to top. I want them to have something to be proud of. I want to just, I want to push myself as far as I can. I feel like this is what I was put here for.